Welcome to what is going to be, well, I don't know really. I mean, it's going to be something. I could assure you of that. It's a garage party, minus lots of partying. Well, that's not true. I'm lost. I don't have words. I'm gonna have to start this again.
You may not have words, but you do have a Ford Ranger.
That's true. I do have this. This is what we will be working on today. I guess I should just get on with that because, well, it's going to be a more automotive-y type channel thing because, well, that's what we're good at around here. For the most part, I don't know. So, for today, I've got my 94 Ford Ranger. Now, this particular Ranger has lots of background to it, and my family and everything. Means a lot to me. But yeah, so it kind of runs, kind of doesn't. I mean, it chooses what day it wants to. Like yesterday, it ran good, came back, shut it off, didn't want to start again. Now it has this really massive oil leak, like out of the valve cover. It's pretty bad. That we're gonna be fixing. We're gonna take off the upper intake, valve cover, clean everything up, clean up all like the connections I can get to and clean everything. And just start there, because it also has a vacuum leak that isn't really the greatest. But right now I would just like it to run. I'm pretty sure it's like the crankshaft sensor that I got to replace, but we'll get to that. Now during this, you'll see my friend over here, Robert. I call him Bobby. I just saw your hand. He's working on his E12. It's pretty cool. How much did you buy this for? $1,200. Towed it. Well, not here. Well, at some point it came here, but towed it to a different barn. Kind of just sat, chilled for like a year-ish. Had some work done, and then came here, and now all the goodies are happening. It
might run.
It might run. He got a new ECU for it, put it in today. It actually was just running a few seconds ago, but now it doesn't want to again. As you know, just from this, we work with a lot of broken stuff. A lot of things that don't run, probably shouldn't run, and yeah. Well, we'll just get into it. I'll kind of show you what we got going on over here, and I'll just show you the process, I guess. So this is what it's powered by. It's a Ford 2.3. It's the dual spark plug. In my opinion, and probably many others, it's a stupid design. I don't like the dual spark plug type thing. It just makes it a pain. But, you know, you just got to deal with it. Performance, I guess. But, yeah, so we're going to start off by taking the upper intake off, along with the throttle body and everything, so that way we can have full access to the valve cover. Now, before I actually go fully removing the valve cover, like I said, I'm going to clean lots of stuff up, and I'll show you, like, what it looks like after I take the intake off and how oily it is back there, because, I mean, it leaks. If I drive it daily, it probably takes almost a quarter day, and that's why I don't. All right, I got the upper intake off, and one thing I noticed that definitely doesn't help the way this runs is the fact that the last time I had this off, I guess I didn't get it tight enough up in here, because, well, that's oil, and oil shouldn't be going in there. You know, it's not good. But yeah, it definitely makes sense why it doesn't run the greatest. But yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. All the shiny, glossy stuff. Especially back there, you can see the pool of oil on the back of the valve cover. Yeah, no, it doesn't like to seal. And it is. There's also a brand new gasket. It's actually the second one that I've put on it. But for some reason, I just can't get it to seat. So clearly, it's not the gasket's issue. It's something I'm doing wrong. But we're gonna figure that out. Yeah, so I'm gonna just start kind of cleaning things up as I go along. I'll continue to show what I'm cleaning. I'm definitely going to be starting like with these, camera doesn't really see it that well. I guess because I'm in the light. But yeah, there's I can zoom in. Oh, I feel cool. There's a connector down there that I'm definitely going to be cleaning up. Just about anything else surrounding it. And then once I get that cleaned up, then I'll pull the valve cover and kind of go from there. So, little update. Bobby got his car running. It shoots coolant pretty bad out of the exhaust. It tastes like it too. So we believe, what, do you think it has a cracked head, you said? Yeah.
I think it sat over winter with water in it and it cracked the head.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, it runs pretty good. We just figured it has a slight, just an ever so slight vacuum leak. But, yeah. But yeah, it runs pretty decent. But a little update for this. I got the top harness removed to clean up. But yeah, I mean, as you can kind of see, like all the, well, actually 2 out of 3 injector plugins are coated with oil. So yeah, we're gonna make sure those get a nice little bath along with the injectors, and like the cam. I'm pretty sure that's a camshaft position sensor. I'm not 100% sure, honestly. It sits back there. I think that's what it is. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going through. I don't have really lots of stuff to clean with. I've got like half of this left. Sadly, I don't have any like brake cleaner, parts cleaner, or anything. But yeah, so we'll just keep going, clean this up, and then I'll remove the valve cover. And just like that, it's off. Valve cover's off. I cleaned up most of it. Like the outside, I'm not too worried about because it's just the outside. But the inside's clean. That's like what matters. Yeah, so about actually, so a little backstory with this motor. Actually, just with the whole truck. I did my own like restoration thing on it. One day I'll actually make a video. Maybe I'll do like, if I can get some rollers of this thing, and I'll do like a whole like compilation of this truck itself, because I just think it'd be cool. And I'll put in pictures of what this thing went through. And actually, not November of 2021, I'd gotten a lot of it back together. I got the motor running, and well, it thermostat stuck, blew the head gasket. I was depressed, but you know what? It's okay, because around March, well, like from the stretch of November to March, I took it all apart, pulled the block out, and just rebuilt it. I sent the head out to this one local automotive shop, and they did a fantastic job. That's actually the stock cam and the cam that came with the truck back in '94, which has over 200 some thousand miles on it. But they polished it. A lot of stuff's brand new, so I think it's great. But yeah, now I'm just gonna clean like the main surfaces, the gasket itself, and then we're gonna throw RTV on it and see about putting it back together. Now, a tip: so like if you do this for the first time, if you can get the EGR hose off, take it off, because that'll save you, the struggle of it being on. But yeah, because it's just a tighter fit, and the way you actually have to remove the valve cover is you turn it over to the side as best as you can, and then just kind of snake it out. I couldn't get mine off. I also didn't try that hard, but I just didn't feel like taking it off. And I've had this valve cover on and off a couple times, so yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I would like to do some type of time-lapse thing. You'll see if I do or not. I don't know, because, well, I don't know where to set up the camera, but we'll see. We probably shouldn't breathe as much as we are.
Probably not.
That's okay. Let's. That's all from the exhausts. Yeah. It shot something out.
Was it a piston?
I've got no idea.
Well, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
You also buy $1,200 cars that supposedly ran when parked, and they do this.
I mean,
So-
it is running while parked.
It is running
It-
well parked. Not very well, but it's running. It could be worse. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But...
Motor could have been seized.
Yeah, true. It's actually running pretty smooth now.
Yeah.
Before it was misfiring pretty bad, but it's fine. So maybe I fixed something. Not that, but something else.
I need to like remember like where I look. I need to move the camera too. Otherwise, I like to start looking up at the ceiling or whatever. Well, it's a victory. I mean, this is an accomplishment today.
There's no blow by. So yeah, honestly, I do think it's probably just cracked head above one of the exhaust valves.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if
Maybe-
it was head gasket, there would be some like gnarly blow by, and
Yeah.
the oil would be like more over full. And milkshake, it is a little milkshake, but I think that's condensation mostly, especially from that oil pressure.
I think it's getting worse.
Yeah.
It got better, but now just. Holy crap! I gotta shut the radio off. Well, yeah. I mean, this is a.
Well, it starts. That's progress.
It starts. It runs. I mean, motor seems decently healthy. Besides
You know what I might
the
do?
rest of it. Yeah.
I might put everything in it and close the hood and move the Subaru back like 4 feet just in case, and just see if I can get it to roll forward and back. And if it does, then I'll be happy.
Yeah. That'd be a good idea. And then after that, tomorrow or whenever.
do the brakes.
Yeah, he's gonna come back. He's gonna.
We'll do AutoZone head gasket sealer. I've had good luck with the stuff before, so
Yeah,
it might be all right. Even if it doesn't help, it's $15. It's worth the shot.
Yeah.
Might as well.
And yeah, then do the brakes because this car doesn't have any. So yeah, like when
literally. It's funny. I don't know. You might be able to see it. Yeah, there's no rotor. The calipers are on this side, but there's no rotor, and the parking brake assembly from the center is just
there you go.
like missing. So. Good stuff.
Yeah, it was something unloading it from the trailer.
Oh yeah, that was interesting for sure. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm gonna drink a water.
All right. And yeah, then I think I showed this already, but yeah, I got that cleaned up, and well, he was messing with that, and I thought it was interesting, so I thought I'd show it. But yeah, now what I'm gonna do is, I know technically with silicone gaskets, you're really not supposed to use RTV with it because over time they get, hard and crack and whatever. But everybody does it, so that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, so I've got some nice JB Weld RTV, and we are gonna make sure this thing never leaks again. And if it does, well, I'll let you know, and then we'll, I don't know, put a turbo on it. All right, so we got the gasket on. RTV was put on the head, and then put the gasket on, and then RTV on top, like a little sandwich. Now, one thing I noticed is actually this gasket seems to be a little bit big. There's a slight hump there. I mean, just ever so slightly. It seems just to be a little too long. I don't know if they sent me the one for the 2.5, and honestly, that could be why it's leaking. But I'm gonna go ahead and try it anyway, and just out of curiosity, maybe it will work, maybe it won't. And if it starts to leak again, I will get another one. That would be number 3. But so besides that news, good news is that Bobby's car, he actually just, it didn't stop. Well, no brakes at least, but he did just drive it out and backed it back in. So that's pretty big. How long was this sitting before you got it?
I I have no idea. I'm guessing probably another couple years, because the last photo I saw of the car where it was like cleaned and not sitting in a garage, like with bikes and stuff on top of it, was like 2016.
Yeah.
So, but it's definitely the first time it's moved at all under its own power since I've owned it or since the previous owner had it. So,
Yeah, so
good stuff.
that guy probably had it in 2016, sold it to you last year in 22.
Yep.
Sat for another year. That's pretty big though. That's that's a couple of years that I don't feel like doing the math. I know it's simple math, but
Well, now, Jake, you have to move it outside, work on something else. You can move it outside and move it back in.
yeah, there we go.
Good stuff.
All right. This is gonna be a fun car.
This is gonna be a fun car.
It can haul the boys. It's rear wheel drive. We can slide the thing.
Ultimate winner beater right here.
Yeah, 100%.
Because even with everything I have into it, I'm still. I think I did the math and it was like $1,782 or something like that.
And that's not bad.
So,
I mean,
yeah, that's not bad.
basically a rust-free
Yeah, that's,
1980
yeah.
BMW E12. I mean,
That's all I cared about was the fact that it's rust-free. Because like everything else,
Yeah.
like if the motor's junk, I'll throw another motor in it next week. But the miles is pretty great. It's got 362,000 miles. So
yeah, there's a lot of miles on this thing. It's a sweet looking car.
yeah, I need to get that right the proper wheel back on the front right, but
Yeah, to transport it, the passenger side wheel didn't hold air and popped off the bead. So we've got what is this?
2010 M5 wheel.
Yeah.
Sitting.
I mean, it's enough to move it.
Yeah.
It's, but yeah, and then I've got a project gonna be coming up soon that lined up next to this is gonna be really, really sweet. I don't know. I'm hoping to go get it sometime around spring. Yeah, because I mean the guy only wants $500 for it, and there's another vehicle behind us that I'll be doing a video on. It's gonna be it's an F-250. It's over there.
Sad OBS logo.
There. That's actually his too. Well,
Sadly.
technically, isn't
I mean,
it?
yeah, technically.
It's your dad's technically, but
Daddy's money.
yeah, yeah. A head gasket blew on that, and they're ever so nice enough to let me swap the motor.
I see something in common with that and this. That's the amount of smoke. But this doesn't hydro lock, which is weird. So,
That's true. That does.
yeah, it's kind of sad. Oh well,
But-
it'll be nice with a good motor.
Oh yeah. Within the next few weeks, I'll be hitting that hard, and then probably take the money that I get out of that to buy the next project. Even though I've got that project, I've got another project hiding in between the trees, and then I've got a secret project
Yeah,
that'll
yeah.
show you guys one day that's hiding behind those doors. Now I know some people know what it is, but
That's a good one. I like that one.
that's gonna be something. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the valve cover on. And honestly, that might be it for tonight because it's cold.
It is cold, and I'm content with where I made progress on this thing. I just threw an ECU in it and fixed a fuel pump fuse, and runs and drives. So
Yeah.
we'll figure out more tomorrow.
It's gonna be exciting.
It's very exciting. I'm very happy.
All right, so kind of the end of the day. Yeah, I don't think that gasket is gonna work. I put it up in the freezer, because maybe shrink it. I don't know. I think I might just have to get a new one, which kind of sucks, but that's all right. I'm gonna just throw a garbage bag over top of that, and call it a night for tonight. I'll probably pick this up. I'll have to see how there's a gasket in stock and where I can get one. But if I can, I'd like to pick this up on Thursday. If not, then whenever I get a gasket. But that being said, I guess that's kind of it for today. Then we'll just call it part 1. And I'm gonna do what I can. I still have to. Well, by this point, by the time I post this, I'll have I have an editing software and everything. But I'd like to get this up sometime this week. As the beginning. So I would just like to thank you guys for watching. I hope somebody does. But yeah, so I know not too much got accomplished today.
that, you know, because it's not back together. But things take time, and that's okay. But one thing that is great is that Bobby's car moves. I mean, he did drive it. I mean, that is fantastic for him. I'm excited to see where that goes to. I'm also excited to see where this goes. I mean, like I said, I've got a lot of plans. I got a lot of things I'd like to accomplish one day, and I'd like to show people the. Some people call them cool ideas. Other people call them dumb. Whatever you want to call it, I'm gonna do it. A big part of this channel that I'd like to do is I'd like to take your guys' suggestions for projects. Like something like if you think of something completely out of the ordinary, something completely just different, I would like to try to do for you guys. Like even if it was, now obviously I you know, would have to really work towards some of those. Like if someone wanted to see like I don't know, like a Lamborghini like V12 inside of a, I don't know, Chevy Cobalt. I mean, like those are the types of projects that I want to do. I mean, they don't make sense, but they're kind of cool. And I know like this is the first video I'm doing. I mean, I've never done anything like this before, so once I really start getting used to this type of stuff, the quality will definitely become better, and I'll be able to show you more. There's still some stuff I got to get. I'd like to get an actual camera. Currently, I'm using an iPhone, which I mean it works for what I'm doing right now. I'd like to get like better microphones to audio stuff, and like a tripod, because well, that would just be nice. But yeah, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed and want to see more, comment, subscribe, I guess. I don't know, do what you want. I can't tell you what to do. But yeah, so there's still plenty more to be had. So thanks for watching.